I have got a new car. These are some books that I have heard are super good. Fun Games podcast. Guys, why is adulting so hard? Oh my God. Adulting is so hard. What the heck? I want to scream. I just got my car serviced because there was a light on the engine, and I just got back in after paying for it to be done, and the light is still on. My social anxiety is really preventing me from going inside and questioning this, but I'm going to have to. Please pray for me. So I guess now is as good as time as ever to show you guys what I recently got. I have got a new car. Got a new car. So this is Bronson. He is not new actually, but he's new to me. So I'm still calling him my new car. I'll show you guys a little bit of the interior, which is gonna look familiar because I've been driving it for the past month or two, but it's officially finalized. I've paid it and everything, so I'm super excited. So I know the tan leather is kind of controversial. I personally love it. I think anyone who knows me knows that I'm gonna love a tan leather interior of a car. I think it's so classy looking. I have already gotten roasted for a little bit of the scratches that I need to buff out on the seats, but I love the interior of the car. Here he is. So like I said, this car is actually a used car. I have been in the market looking for a new car for a little over a year now. That was one of the things I wanted to do before I moved out. Like one of my big purchases to be buying my own car. What I have been using is a car under my parents' name that was like my car that I helped put money towards, but it wasn't actually my own car under my name. But now this is officially mine, which is so crazy. I still feel like it's like my parents' car that I'm just using. This was actually from a family member. They heard that I was in the market for a car and they were gonna get this one rid of regardless because they didn't need it anymore. So I got it for very cheap, which was amazing. I'm so grateful. Honestly, it was a huge relief instead of having to put like 20 to 30 grand down on a brand new car because the market right now is horrible. My God, like you can't get a car for any sort of good price. It's terrible. And a used car was costing like the same amount as a new car, so it was like nothing was adding up. It was so stressful. I went and test drove cars. I was talking to car dealerships. I was bringing my parents along because this is my first time doing this whole thing. And it was so stressful. So I'm so happy to be out of that buying process. I'm officially done with that, which is just so exciting. I am not the type of person who needs anything fancy for a car. The only reason I was looking at actually new 2023 cars or 2022 cars last year was because they were the exact same price as a used car. And then if you buy a new car, you have less chances of it having, issues and stuff that you don't know about. So that was the only reason I was looking at new cars, but I'm really not picky about my car. As long as it gets me from point A to point B and I can play music from my phone on it, that's all I really need, which I feel like is most cars nowadays. I don't think there's any cars still running that you can't aux. Are there? I'm sure there are, but maybe not running well. But anyways, I'm just so grateful for my family for helping me out during this process, and for my family members who actually gifted me this car for a very low price. So overall, it was such a huge win, and I'm so excited. Like I said, you guys have been seeing Bronson without even knowing that it was a new car for me, but this is officially mine now, and I am so stinking excited. Oh, and it has heated seats. That's my first time ever having that. Yay for being an adult. Oh, but so this morning what I was doing, because it was a used car, I did have some work done on it before I actually started driving it. So I was getting one of the things fixed. It was transmission, fluid, air, filter, part, engine. I literally felt so bad. I made that guy repeat himself like 15 times as I was trying to like write it down. It's honestly embarrassing. But we got it fixed, all set. Bronson's back in wonderful shape. Maybe I should like fix my car. I'm currently parked in the weirdest position in my driveway to get that shot. The things I do. I'm like diagonal in my driveway. I'm also coming home today with the literal best combination of things to come home with. Food, more specifically an Asiago bagel with chive cream cheese, and new books. These are some books that I have heard are super good. As always, a reminder to follow me on Goodreads. I'll have the link in the description where I post all my reviews for all the books that I read, the books that I am planning on reading, and everything in between. Ugly pillow. I don't think I've sat in my living room and had a filming moment in my living room in a while. Can we appreciate this smoothie bowl though? It's a little on the liquidy side. I prefer it to be more like a pasty consistency than this liquidy, but I added too much ice and then my blender was not blending. So I had to add milk and it just all went wrong. Still yummy. Also, oh, my workout's still going. Oh, good. If my skin looks red anywhere, it's for one of two reasons. One, I spent about 30 minutes this morning picking at my skin. I was doing my eyebrows and I used a super close-up mirror for it. Then you see all your imperfections and all your pores, and then I dug at my skin for 30 minutes. So it's either that or I went outside for my little hot girl walk moment and I thought it was gonna be nice out. It's nice, but I think I got a little ahead of myself and was ready for like a summer day weather. It's still pretty cold out there. It's still like in the 40s, so I don't know why I thought I was gonna be going out into the sauna. But I wanted to come on and kind of update you guys on a couple of things. I don't even know where I am in this vlog. Beginning, middle, this could be the intro, ending, I don't know. But there's been a lot of changes recently in my activity level. I made a video a few months ago about my week of workouts and what's been working for me for working out and staying consistent and stuff like that. There's been some changes. I've been going through a bit of an injury with my hip. Nothing actually like happened, like I didn't actually injure myself. It's been more just like overuse, because for the past like 6 months, I've been running 3 to 4 times a week consistently with increased mileage every like 2 weeks. But I think my body is just kind of catching up with itself now and realizing how much it's been doing. It really started going crazy last week when I did an 8-mile run, which if you asked me a year ago if I'd be doing 8-mile runs, I would say no way. but I've been working up to it. It's been something I've been like increasing my mileage slowly and taking care of my body as best I can. But old hippie here is getting a little overworked. So I've been taking a break from running for the past, actually, it was exactly a week ago that it started really flaring up. So for the past week, I've been doing a lot of care for my hip as far as icing and using my Tiger Balm, which I showed you guys in that video. I did get some new running shoes too. I realized that I had been running on the same shoes for the past 3 years. It was a scary moment when I realized that, because you're supposed to change your running shoes every many amount of miles that you run, and I was way past that. So I got new shoes this week. These are Brooks. These are my favorite running shoe brand. I've had a couple of these shoes now and I love them. And these are the Glycerin Stealth Fit shoes. So I've just been kind of working on breaking those in. So I've gone on a couple of walk runs this week and just kind of walking the hilly parts of the course and then just running some of the flatter parts and just trying to get my hip back to, I feel like it's a setback in my training, which definitely sucks because obviously I just want to go forward and continue to train and not have any injuries, but that's just not how it works for any athlete. You know, every athlete gets their injuries and whatnot. So I've just been kind of mentally going through that. I feel like when my body doesn't feel good, mentally I'm not in the best spot. So this week has been kind of tough in that regard too, just trying to remind myself that this is expected. You know, no body is perfect and I just have to kind of mend my little injuries and we can get back to where we were. I did want to shout out though for the Fun Gains podcast. They have been incredible the past week. I discovered them, I think literally last Friday when I was in just a really like horrible state, like mentally just so frustrated with having this hip pain again and having it come in the middle of my training. And I listened to one of her podcasts about like injuries and it totally changed my mindset about it and totally made me see how, you know, injuries only make you stronger. And it sounds so cliche, but you have to go listen to her podcast. I listen to her on Spotify every day this week when I've been doing my walk and run little routine and then icing and stretching. I've been listening to her podcast. She's amazing. She has awesome guests that come on her show and talk with her too. The one I did today was actually about physical therapy. So relevant. You can find something that matches what you need to listen to in that moment. It's amazing. I would have to leave for work in like 20 minutes and here I am like not showered, not ready to go. I guess it's the afternoon now. We just did such a crazy workout class. I think I got some videos, hopefully, of it. It was like this trampoline workout class. I can already tell I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. Honestly though, it was so much fun. It was a 45-minute class, but it literally felt like 20 minutes. It was so fun. Also, I really need to get something to like stabilize my phone when I'm vlogging and walking, because my phone gets so shaky. But I'm so happy because I don't have work today, so the rest of the day I can just relax and get some rest, probably catch up on some laundry and meal prep stuff like usual. My day's off, but it's gonna be a pretty chill day and I'm so excited. But I can already feel my legs are gonna be so sore. I'm really gonna have to see what kind of videos I got from that trampoline class, because that's gonna be rough to watch. But I just went to Cafe Nero for a little bit and just got myself a sandwich, got some smoothies. Honestly, this is like one of the things that I'm like most excited for when I move out, is just to be able to do these kind of things more frequently, even on my work days. So refreshing, having like a workout class and then doing a little cafe date after. Okay, I'm turning on my camera right now because I think I'm about to do something spontaneous. Mildly spontaneous for most. For me, such a jump. Oh my gosh, okay. So obviously I've been vlogging now for a little over a year. I started in January of 2022. So it's been a year and a few months since I've been filming, and I've been loving the process. Like I've said millions of times, I just love making the videos and like the artistry behind it and that creative side of it. But I have been doing all of this so far on my phone. Like right now I have my phone up on a tripod and I'm filming in my room. And I think I've deserved an upgrade as far as filming supplies go. I have been doing so much research for what to purchase, and I think I've nailed it down to what I want to get. Well, I'm never gonna feel 100% on anything because I'm a very like scared of commitment with buying things, especially like big purchases. I second guess myself and hold off and then never buy it. But I really feel like I need to kind of take this jump and buy a camera already. I'm scared. Okay, so I have been looking at getting a Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II. I think that's what it is. I have been looking at this one for a while now. I like this one because not only does it have good filming qualities and it's within budget, but it also takes great pictures. I've heard lots of reviews as far as people who buy it just for its picture taking quality, so that's good too. The camera that I've been wanting has been out of stock for, or at least at the place where the price was the best, has been out of stock for the past multiple weeks. And I've been checking and I'm on the email list for like when it goes back in stock. And I was like, oh, let me just check today and see if it's back in stock. And of course, now it's back in stock. I literally have it sitting here on my computer right now. I think I just have to like take the jump. I'm adding it to my cart. I literally like set my camera up. I was like, I just need someone to witness this. There she is. I'm terrified. I'm so bad at shopping sometimes. This is horrifying. I can't even imagine myself when I go to buy like my first house. I'm buying a camera and I'm having heart palpitations right now. I'm about to place the order. I'm gonna do it. This is like not even a big deal. And I bet everyone skipped through this part of the vlog. This is so stupid, the fact that this is such a big deal to me. But it is. Like, this is so scary and a big step for me as far as filming. And do I check to make sure it's the right one? No, okay. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. I did it. Oh my god. Okay, well that was entertaining for no one. Anyways, I hope you guys had an amazing week this week. I had quite an interesting week. I feel like it was all over the place with my health, but also my social life and work life. Kind of a crazy week for me. I hope you guys had a good one, and I hope you enjoyed this random vlog. I don't even know what these videos are gonna be. It's gonna be so bizarre. I do have some really exciting things in the works for my channel, but also for my social media accounts. New things are coming and I'm very excited. So make sure you follow my Instagram account where I'll be making all my updates and everything. It'll be linked in my description along with all my other links. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Bye.